Hi, welcome to the Mel-Tran Designs podcast. I am your host, Melissa, also known as Anansi on Ravelry, and on Plurk and Instagram, I am Mel-Tran Designs. There's also a website, meltrandesigns.com, where you can find my episodes, and I'm working on it actually right now. I'm kind of working through some kinks, but I have found a way to be able to embed the YouTube videos directly onto the website. So if you have subscribed or whatever to the website, you'll be able to watch the videos there as well. I'm working on it. So anyways, wanted to let you know that. There's also a group on Ravelry, Mel-Tran Designs. Please come and join us. We have a few different topics going on and a knit along. I also post every week's episode up there as well with a link over to, well, actually you can watch it right there in the window. I think, yeah, I I embed it right into there as well. So anyways, I hope you're having a great week. Today is Thursday, September 19th, 2013. This is episode 37. Yeah, what else should I say? Well, oh, good grief.
Back now
Hold
to
on a
more on
second.
these very
You
heated
can
hearings on Capitol
probably
Hill
hear
concerning the
this.
Benghazi terror attack. You've got Republicans saying that this
And now my computer's not working. There we go. I apologize for that. I didn't realize that was still pulled up. Hopefully that doesn't mess up the video too badly. I don't think it will. It looks like everything is recording fine. If that got a little shaky or jumbled, I sincerely apologize, but I'm not going to start over. It didn't last very long. Anyway, what I was about to say is welcome to any new viewers. Sorry that you got, if it's the first time you're watching me and that got all weird. But welcome. And welcome to all of the returning viewers. I'm so happy that you have found me worthy of spending your time with. And yeah, grab some knitting, spinning, crocheting, whatever it is you're doing, and I hope you enjoy our time together. All right, let's talk about this week. There wasn't a lot that I could remember. Friday night, I started my new class for my classes have started up again. The new one that I'm teaching right now is Zuzu's Petals, which is 3 weeks long. And my students decided what they want to do next, which is going to be the driftwood pullover. So we will be putting our yarn order in for that next week probably. So if you're local and you want to take the class, contact me and I will get you the information and you can get in on ordering the yarn as well. I did want to say, sorry, I had a moment there. I wanted to say, if you'll notice, I'm up a little bit taller. A friend of mine gave me a little end table yesterday that the kids have been using to hold Jake's old laptop that they use for games. And so my laptop is up on that. So I'm actually sitting on a chair instead of sitting on the floor. I'm in the exact same spot. You just can't see my yarn because it is down there. So either way, oh, now this is down a little bit. Either way, I'm still in the same spot. I might, if I stay like that, well, I'm not going to move stuff around. I was just thinking about maybe trying to figure something out to go there. I don't know. We'll see. I just wanted to be able to sit on something instead of the floor. So let's see what else has happened this week. BSU game, of course. Friday night, we won. Of course, because that's what we do more often than not. And there's another game this weekend on Friday night. And then we found 2 games that have $10 tickets. One of them's on our anniversary too. Yay! So I should probably say that and what's coming up, but it's not really knitting related. So yay! Jake and I are totally gonna go to a football game for our anniversary. Oh, awesome. Anyway, and then there's one 2 weeks later that has $10 tickets as well. And I think my dad's gonna go with me for sure, and I think my sister and brother-in-law are gonna come with us as well. So Anyway, it'll be fun. All right, what else? Oh, sorry, I have my notes right here, and for some reason I keep getting lost, even though it's only in the first 2 lines. Anyway, my test knit finished today on my mystery knit along socks. So those are tested, corrected, excuse me. The added in stuff was added in. Everything is done. It is ready for you, and I will talk about that here in just a second a little bit more. Other than that, it's really been an uneventful week. Just, going to school, church, weekend stuff, just we were kind of lazy this weekend. Jake and I were wanting to clean out the back porch, clean it all off before it gets cold outside. Yeah. That did not happen. let's just say that. Didn't happen. So, moving on. We will talk about what's going on / what's coming up. Going on now, Even Star Knit Along. It's been going on for a while. I did work on mine. I'm not going to show it to you because I only did 4 rows. So it doesn't really look much different. So after I get maybe 4 or 5 more rows done on it, I will show you more, or show it to you. But I did work on it this last week. I did what I said I was going to do, and when I was finished working on whatever for the day, I worked on that. I hope to get more work on it done this next week. I have 4 things on the needles. Anyways, I don't think, I think I'll have time for it. I think I will probably just put it into rotation because that seems like a good idea. So anyways, that is going on. The hand spun knit along is still going on. You have a week and a half left from today. It ends on September 30th, and I will close the thread when I go to bed that night. I usually go to bed at about midnight Mountain Time, so the only people that would affect would be Pacific Time, Alaska Time, and Hawaii Time. And they are 1, 2, and 3 hours behind me. So if you live in Hawaii, you have until 9 p.m. on the 30th, 10 p.m. Alaska, 11 p.m. Pacific. So, okay. Oh, and please enter. There's some really cute stuff. And because of one of the entries, another designer made like 10 bucks from me. Because I didn't just get the 1 pattern that she had knit, I got the set of 3 patterns all bundled together in a nice little ebook. So, anyway. All right. Mystery knit along. I told you I'd get right back to it. Sales are going well. They're not like insane, like when Stephen West puts up a mystery knit along and 5,000 people buy it. But it's enough people that I'm like, whoa, people trust my designs enough that they want to knit my sock pattern. So, sight unseen, So that's been really exciting. You still have a week and a half left to buy that, and I will be taking it off of availability. How should I word that? I'm going to make it so you can't buy it. It will not be available for purchase from October 1st to October 31st. I will be, because that's going to be during the mystery knit along time. So you have until September 30th at midnight my time to buy the pattern. Actually, honestly, I'll probably just wait till when I get up on October 1st and close it out. So if you're ahead of me Eastern time, I guess you have, until like 9 or 10 on the 1st of October. Anyways, it's going to be $4 now until when I take it off. Then it will not be available during the month of the mystery knit along. And then when I put it back up, it's going to go up to the regular $5 cost. To get the $4 cost, you do not have to have any sort of coupon code or anything like that. The code is already put in there when you buy it. It says $5, but it rings up as $4. So don't worry about that. You don't have to do any of the work. Oh yeah, now I'm messing up my bangs. I have one little itch. You don't have to do any of the work or anything like that. Just go by the pattern. And when you get the pattern, there will be a welcome letter for you to download if you want to read it. It does have a little bit of information about the pattern itself and just things like that. And you'll automatically, if you've never done anything like this, you automatically get the update when I send it out. You'll get a message in your Ravelry message box, and I get emails too that are separate from the Ravelry message box. So anyways, you'll be contacted when a new one comes up. All the information for that is in the project, is on the pattern page. And I'll put a link to that so you can find it. So anyway, yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say about that. Coming up, okay, so that'll be in October. November and December, again, is the finished object along. Anything that you finish that doesn't even have to be for the holidays. Anything you finish in November and December, we're just going to share it all. Fiber or not, fiber related or not. It can be baking, scrapbooking, whatever it is that you finish in November and December, we're just going to have a fun community share-a-thon. Okay. There will probably be prizes for that because I'm not having enough people participate in the handspun knit along that I'm going to include the bag that I got. So I do have the bag. I also have 2 skeins of fiber that, hold on, were given to me. One of them is too far for me to just grab, and the other one is right here, and that's pretty good on color. This is Dream in Color Classy Smushy. I don't know. The tag fell off and it's sitting right there. Anyways, it's Dream in Color, but it has the sparkle. So anyways, that will be a prize. And then I have some Fiber Nymph in one of her exclusive colorways. Just saying. So we'll have some good prizes for that as well. In October, is in actually just 3 weeks from now. How does the weeks fall? 1, 2, yeah, 3 weeks from now, I will be at a spinning retreat. And then in November, I have Knittin' in the Mitten. I'll be gone from November 7th to the 10th. And are you waiting? Are you ready? You'll never guess. So glad I didn't record yesterday because I would have not been able to share this news with you. You'll never guess where I'm going. In February, I get to go to Stitches West. What? Yeah, that's right. I'm so stinking excited right now. And I will be until then, and even after then, because it's huge. And I've been wanting to go for the last few years, and what? So here's how it happened. I've been talking to Sarah from the Sassy Sheep, and I haven't talked about her in a while. Go buy her stuff. The Sassy Sheep at Etsy. The Sassy Sheep. Go buy her stuff. So we were texting, I don't know, like a month ago maybe-ish. Month and a half. Anyway, and we were texting back and forth, and she said that she was going to be vending at Stitches. Alone. I know, right? So I was like, hey, I should go with you. She's like, yeah, you should, because not only do I love her and love her yarn, I'm familiar with her yarn and her fiber and things like that, and so I can sell it quite easily. It's easy to sell something you absolutely love, right? So I said, you should let me go with you. I can help you sell, and I can help you set up and all this. She's like, yeah, sure, that'd be awesome. So I was all excited. So then I was like, wait, I have a competition in February. The first competition of the season is in February. Crap. So I jump on the website really quick. Of course, it's the same weekend as Stitches. Really? Really? Fine. Start texting her. I can't go. Have a competition. Maybe I'll skip the competition. I don't know. I'm really conflicted. Why would I skip the competition? I wasn't thinking clearly. Obviously, my team depends on me, and I would not skip it. I just was, oh, it was like Stitches was there and then ripped out from under me. Fast forward to yesterday. I get an email from the clogging instructor. Well, I mean, everybody got an email. Everybody, I guess, got an email saying there's been a change to when the Boise Open competition is, which is the one that is in February. So I was like, what? No, I got it straight from the America on Stage website. I was like, Robbie, you're wrong. I mean, I didn't say that. I just was thinking, no way. I checked this myself. So I go to America on Stage. Sure enough, they moved it back a week, or they moved it up a week. So instead of being the weekend of the 22nd or whatever that date is, it's the weekend of Valentine's Day, the 14th and 15th. So, or 15th and 16th, whatever. Either way, it's the week before I would be going, it's the week before Stitches. So I texted Sarah really fast, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have really good news. She said, let's hear it. And I said, I can go to Stitches, they changed competition weekend. Except I couldn't squeal. I just put a lot of exclamation points. And she was like, you do not know how happy I am to hear that. I hated that I was just like, yeah, I'll help you. Nope, I can't. So now I can help her. Not only that, we have planned that, okay, so I'll be out of town in October and November. Sometime in like December, January, you know, when the freeways are covered in snow and it's blowing this way, I'm going to drive across the state when the snow is blowing this way. Okay, it doesn't always, but chances are it would. Anyways, I'm going to drive over there and spend the weekend with her sometime, and we're just going to dye everything. And she even said, I said, can you imagine how much we could get done in a weekend? And she said, we'd be dyeing everything we could get our hands on. I think my cats would look good in some different colors. I was like, rainbow, we gotta do rainbow. Anyway, I'm all hyper and excited now. Anyways, it's gonna be so much fun. And so I'll get to go spend a weekend with her at some point preparing for the show, and then I'll get to go with her down there. I won't be going to the Puffy Mondays retreat, which is my local yarn store. I'm not going to go into why, but I will not be attending. And then she also will be vending up in Post Falls at the spinning event that I went to this year. What was it called? Log cabin spinners. And before that, in between Stitches and the log cabin spinners spin-in thing, I have my March competition that is over about 50 miles from her. And so I told her what I'll do is the weekend of competition, I'll compete and then come stay with her and spend Sunday helping her dye, and then I'll drive home because it's only like a 5-hour drive from her house. So it wouldn't be that bad. So anyways, so much fun. So much fun. Yay. I get to go to Stitches. If you're going to be at Stitches, please tell me. I know it's still a little early. I know it's still 5 months away, but it's going to come fast. And I mean, I'm not like planning anything specific right now, and I'm sure there will be some sort of podcast or meetup, and I'm going to go join the group on Ravelry and whatnot. But if you are going to be there, please tell me so that we could maybe try to make it a point to meet. And obviously I'll be in her booth, but anyways. All right, moving on. 19 minutes in. Let's move. Move it. Works in progress. Knitting stuff. Yay! I'm going to take a drink real fast. Okay, works in progress. This is out of order, but this one's on top. It's something that I just cast on a little bit ago. Here's how much I have done so far. And here's the yarn I'm using. It is a mitten for a onesie that will be part of a pair of mittens. This morning when I dropped them off at the bus stop, it was 40 degrees. And Anansi was like, I need gloves, my hands freeze. I didn't realize they didn't have anything or any gloves. I thought they had mittens or something. Anyways, she's outgrown a ton of things, and so that's probably why I didn't realize it. And so she's like, can we go, when we go shopping for shoes, can we get some gloves too? I said, or I can knit you some mittens. And she's like, oh, yes, please. So this yarn is actually half of a duo. If you purchased the Cursed Cable Knit kits, you'll recognize that this is the pink and gray option. Lisa very kindly gifted me this set and said, I thought you might want, her note just said, I thought you might want a set out of these, these colors. I like the mostly gray with some pink. The mostly pink with some gray was way too much pink for me personally to wear. I like it. I actually like this color of pink. I think it's the same pink as in the Let Me Love You socks that I made, and I like it, but I just didn't want that much pink. So that pink was actually, well, I can talk about this. I know it's an FO, but I don't have it here because Anansi has it. I made her a Storm Cloud shawlette Monday and Tuesday, and I used that yarn, and it looks awesome. I will put a picture at the end because there's a picture of her wearing it, and I'll try and get a picture of it like spread out because it looks really neat with the self-striping. But anyways, she saw that and instantly fell in love with it, and she's been asking for one of those for a while. She loves mine, so I whipped one out for her really quick, and I decided it would be fun if she had matching mittens. So I'm using the mini mochi, I don't know how it's actually supposed to be said, spring ring mittens as the base. The cuff, it's kind of cool. It's a free pattern. You knit 6 rounds and then you purl 6 rounds, and so it makes kind of this slinky looking thing. I don't have enough yarn to make a Anansi size with that cuff, and it's cute, but really it's that I don't have enough yarn, and I didn't want to do that much purling if I didn't have to. So I decided just to go with a ribbed cuff, and it's on size 2s. I did the cuff on size 1s, you know, so it would pull in. It does stretch nicely. I cast on holding my needles doubled, you know, together, so that way it would be nice and stretchy. And I'm doing the thumb gusset increases right now. So anyways, there's that. This is on her bounce base, and oh my gosh, you guys, if you don't have any of the Fiber Nymph Dyeworks bounce, you need to get some. It is amazing. It not only is great for socks, it is so soft for non-sock items. So there's that. I hope to finish it. I hope to finish these this weekend because I need to make cayenne some too. I'm going to grab the yarn really quick right here that I'll be making hers out of. So anyways, let me put this away. Cayennes will be made out of this yarn. It is Greenwood Fibers, Greenwood Fiber Arts. Did she say Fiber Arts? The main part is Greenwood. She's based out of Utah. She was up at the retreat last year, and I bought this yarn for Easter socks. And I do still, I really like it. It's fun. It's called Confetti. That's the colorway name. Cayenne wanted a Storm Cloud shawlette too, and you'll see that I made her one out of this in my FOs. And I have enough to make her some mittens too. So I was like, why not have a matching shawl mittens set? So anyway, all right. So you'll see these next week, hopefully finished, or at least very close to being finished. All right, next on the needles, I have my hand spun socks that hasn't seen a ton of work since last week. They will definitely be what this week at church I taught. So of the 2 class times, 2 hours class times that I usually knit, one of them I was teaching. So I only got that time, and then I've been working on other things since then. I do have the legs started though, and it's just a 3x1 rib, you know, just to give it a little something something. And this will be seeing much more love as well, especially on over the weekend and things like that. So, and that's some BFL that I spun last year. All right, last on the needles is actually 2 objects because I'm doing the knitting game mystery knit along. Candy wrapper. Let me see. This is the wrap. There's a wrap and a kerchief or shawlette. And I'm doing both because I thought it would be fun. Here is the wrap. And what, oh, if you're doing it, don't look, sorry. I always forget. I mean, it's out there on Ravelry. You can look at finished objects if you want because this is the second time they've done it. But anyways, so this is clue 1 and clue 2 on my teal Grinning Gargoyle 100% mink. It's her mink lace base. And I'm loving it. It's so soft and really neat to work with. I'm really enjoying it. It has a very different texture. It's soft, but in a different way than like cashmere or angora are soft. It's more like a buttery soft, like a smooth soft. Does that even make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense, but anyways, it's soft, it's pretty. That's the wrap. And then here is the shawl version. I have them both in this medium project bag from Knitting's My Bag, and then to make it so they don't get all mixed up, I have the shawl in my Loopy U project bag. All right, so this is through clue 2 as well. Clue 3 just came out yesterday, and because I was knitting Cayenne's Storm Cloud Shawlette, I haven't started it yet, and now that I've started the mittens, I don't know, I haven't decided if I'm going to work on it at all today, or I haven't decided yet. Anyway, clue 3 will be done before I record next week, though, that's for sure. All right. And I might have had clue 2 done last week when I recorded, but even if I did, that's fine. So there's that. And this is, the colorway is called Storm. It's also Grinning Gargoyle, and this is her Seda sock, which is 50-50 merino and silk. And it's awesome to work with. So that is all that I have on the needles. And I'll have some fun things to show you next week in the FO section. Speaking of FOs, I have 3. One of them is on my foot. Let's see if I can get my foot up here. What? This is my mystery sock. And I'm not giving anything away. Oh, you almost got a glimpse. It's not that blue. It's a little more greenish. I'm done with both of them. See, there's proof. I finished them. I'm so happy. I didn't even like soak them. I just put them on my feet. And it's cooled off enough. I can wear my socks. What? Yes. I love it. I'm not excited for the cold, but I'm looking forward to this weather where I can have socks on because I don't take socks off during the winter. The only time I take them off is to change them or take a shower, which usually those kind of go hand in hand. I take off a pair, shower, put on a new pair. And I can wear the same pair for a few days because they hold up so well. And because wool socks don't get stinky like regular socks, and my feet don't really sweat anyway. So, but I've been wearing my new Dance Go clogs that I got in Minneapolis. I love it. I love it when I get to wear my new stuff, or just wear my knitted stuff. All right, next finished. I haven't clipped the yarn ends. This is the bag that I was testing, the crocheted bag. Let's see. There we go. And as you can see, I decided to do some stripes. I know there are some spots like here where the gray is in a different spot. I don't know why that happened, but I'm happy with how it turned out. I need to weave a ribbon through here. I don't have any. And I kind of actually, I kind of like it how it is. So I don't know I don't know if I will weave a ribbon through it. Anyway, and then it has, the handles are really neat. They're actually two really long ones that you put through these kind of big eyelets here, and you put it through and then sew it together. So anyway, I like how that is, because if I wanted the handles to be longer, I could carry it like this. I don't know why I would do that, but it does actually kind of close it up. Or I can make it short for short little me and even them out like that. So anyway, like I said, I do have these ends to cut off. And I might throw it through the washing machine another time. It didn't felt a ton, but I was also crocheting at kind of a small gauge. I know it doesn't look like it's felted, but it really is. So I might throw it through, you know, one or two more times just to see if it felts a little more. But really, I'm okay with how it turned out. It's not full of holes. So anyway, there's that. And the last thing I have to show you, like I said, Anansi has her Storm Cloud shawlette, and this, I still need to clip off that end. Here is Cayenne's, and isn't that just so cute for a 7-year-old? Okay, so I adjusted the pattern a little, or I didn't change the pattern at all. I changed how I did. Okay, that's not, I didn't change the row counts and instructions like that. I modified how I did the stitches and achieved that. The reason being, if you've ever made it, it's a free pattern. One row is plain knit, so you knit, and then you knit yarn over all the way across. And then as you go back, you knit and then drop the yarn overs. I really dislike that because as you're pushing it up onto your left-hand needle, those yarn overs get really stretched out and they overlap over the regular stitches, and the whole thing, it's literally a pain. Like, it hurt the side of my finger pushing up so much and on Anansi's. It's so you can make an elongated garter stitch. You use a size 8 with fingering weight yarn. Well, I remembered that there was a shawl I made that was with size 11s and still used fingering weight yarn. And I was like, those stitches were pretty big. What if I just used size 11s, did everything exactly as it called for? How would it look? Well, this is how it would look. I don't know that I love the eyelet rows, and then there's another one down here. But I could easily just do knit front back instead of knit yarn over for doubling the stitches. This pulled kind of tight up here. But anyways, I really love this pattern. The one that I have, I wear all the time, and obviously this isn't mine, so, but it actually is a nice fitting shawl. You can do longer here after the last one. In the pattern, she says to do 12 rows, and it makes kind of a ruffle, which is cute. And I'm not a ruffle fan, but I like it on this. I just stopped it here because I was giving her half the skein. So, and I also wanted it to be as closely identical to Anansi's as it could be, and Anansi only got a couple rows after that too. So my favorite way to wear this shawl personally, it is my most favorite crossover wraparound back accent because it's more rounded instead of, I mean, I love my pointy ones, don't get me wrong. This one just seems to fit so much better, and I think it's because of the garter stitch. It's just so squishy. But yeah, I love it, and I literally made it yesterday. Like, in a day I made it. So yeah, it wasn't, Anansi's I started Monday, finished Tuesday. I made Cayenne's just on Wednesday because I wasn't having to cram all those stitches up. So I plan on making a few more of these because I want to have one in a few more colors. I really go to that as to keep my neck warm in the winter. You'll see me have it on a lot this winter, especially even if it's only, if I still just have the one. So anyways, it's easily memorizable. You just keep track of, I just do a tally, you know, mark for what row I'm on, and oh, it's so squishy. So anyways, same yarn. So she'll have really cute mittens to go with it. That's all I have for FOs. I have no spinning, and I also have no acquisitions, so we'll just talk about designing and then be done. I have 2 shawls that are in my head that will be my next designs. I know what yarn I'm going to use. I just saw it a second ago. Okay, one of the yarns is going to be the yarn I got from Fiona, Solar Flare Fibers, and this is going to be the shawl that Jake actually came up with the idea for. So that'll be this one. And then the other one, I don't know why the yarn's not right here. Weird, because that's where my fingering weight yarn is. It might be down below though, because there was a couple skeins that I just kind of put away really quick. It will be the yarn that I got from Fiber Addiction, the one that's yellow with gray and teal. That one will be the one that I came up with. So both of those, look for them to be coming soon, especially the Fiber Addiction one, because I want to have that finished to take with me to Knitting in the Mitten, where I get to see her in person, and I'd like to show it to her. So yeah, anyway. Yeah. And I will be starting those when the mittens are done. I don't know if I said that. I just looked at it and couldn't remember if I said it. I'm going to make the mittens for the girls, and so then I will just have the Knitting Game Mystery Knit Along thing on the needles and my sock that's always on the needles. So if I finish those mittens before I record again, then you'll get to see some new stuff on the needles. So, let me think really quick. That's all I have for this week's episode. Remember, you can find me on Ravelry, on Plurk, on Instagram, Mel-Tran Designs, and Anansi. And feel free to PM me, email me, melissa@meltrandesigns.com. Leave comments on the blog website if you want to. Yeah, so I'm very accessible. I'm willing to answer questions or help you in any way I can. And and again, if you're local and you are interested in ever taking any of my classes, let me know, and we can go from there too. So I hope you all have a wonderful week and all your knitting and spinning dreams come true. And until next time, keep knitting. Bye. All right, so I totally lied, and I didn't mean to. Anansi's shawl was in my knitting bag. I was cleaning everything up after I clicked, stop recording, and pulled something out of my knitting bag, and there was Anansi's shawl. Excuse me. So I'm going to try and put this in right where I was talking about that. If not, then you're going to see this at the end. I don't know. Wherever you're seeing this, I'm going to show you the shawl. Remember, it was the pink, the mostly pink with some gray. So here's how it turned out. You'll see that on the biggest part, the gray didn't go all the way across, but remember that it's only small stripes of the contrasting color. And I actually like how there's that middle section without it. I think that turned out really neat. And then it worked across the bottom in the middle there a little bit. So, and there's even some in the bind off, some gray, and then it goes to pink. But anyway, it's super cute on her. I still will put the picture in because she looks so cute in it. Woo! So you can see how it looks. And now I totally want to make one with some other self-striping yarn that I have. Don't you? After seeing this, don't you want to make it? Whips up so fast. And I did want to say, if you want some pointers on or anything about how I did it on the 11s, I didn't even say that earlier. I just knit it. Instead of doing the knit yarn over knit yarn, I just knit regular garter stitch, except for the increase rows, I did the knit yarn over that it calls for to do the increasing. But next time I do it, I will be doing knit front back to close up those holes because I didn't really like it. So anyways, all right. Talk to you later. Bye.